Okay, cool. So how's it going, Daphne? How are you?
Great, thanks. How are you?
Not too bad, not too bad. Again, I'm Eddie. Thank you for taking some time to talk to us at the Nerdy Basement here. Let's go right into it. Again, we're trying to keep a focus on the time, but what drew you over to this project?
Well, actually, I've been a huge fan of Stephen King since I'm a child. I
Mhm,
discovered The Shining for the first time when I was
mhm.
10,
Oh,
and
wow.
I read all of his books, so all of the movies, and I saw a couple of documentaries who were talking about his work, but they were quite short. So I wanted to have another point
Mhm,
of view and to,
mhm.
yeah, since he's the most adapted author in the world,
Yeah.
I thought, what better point of view than having the directors talking?
Mhm.
We want to do something different about
Mm,
Stephen King. So
yeah.
yeah, that's how it started.
Oh, I love that. And it's funny because you brought it up that since you were 10 and we're around similar age, funny enough. So I was like, I had to ask, I was like, so Shiny introduced you to it. Was that one of the films that kind of traumatized you as a kid, or did it just like, it really inspired you to get into some like into this?
Well, actually, I saw the movie after reading the book.
Mhm,
I read the book like in 2 days. It was
mhm.
like, okay, I
Oh God.
put it down. It was like addictive somehow. And
Mhm,
I watched the movie after, and I was kind of disappointed because I thought,
mhm,
okay, it was better in the book. I mean, I thought it didn't have the same tension, the same.
mhm.
I was a little bit disappointed, and then I discovered the Green Mile, and the Green Mile was my huge crush.
Oh wow, yeah,
Talking about adaptations of Stephen
yeah.
King. So yeah.
That's awesome. So I could take it this question here and we might as well get it out of the way. It's a very hot topic. So I guess you weren't a huge fan of the Stanley Kubrick version because it wasn't as closely adapted, I assume, right?
Yeah, I wasn't a huge fan of the of the Kubrick film, that's true. But yeah, I think I think it could have been, yeah, for sure. I think Kubrick is a great filmmaker, but yeah, this adaptation is not his best film. I
Mhm. Oh, that's I just had to. I was like, this is going to be our YouTube clip. I was like, yeah, we got to start with the drama, but no, but in all seriousness, so King's name is completely synonymous with horror and all that. Was it very important for you to remind the audience that King isn't just about horror, correct? For you, was that a big thing?
Yeah, absolutely. That's why we put it right in the beginning of the film to say, okay, everybody thinks, oh, it's the horror guy, but it is not.
Mhm,
It's not just the horror guy, actually.
mhm,
And it's so much about the characters and about human interactions and
mhm,
how we are behaving to with each other. So there
mhm,
are so many things to say about Stephen King, and horror is like just coming like on top of it. I would say
mhm.
it's not like the main purpose of the book or of the
Mhm.
story.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, that's awesome. No, I do want to say I love the homage that you did for the intro and outro. That was so much fun. I was like, oh, little tidbits. I was like, I love it. And I'm horror. I like some points of it, and at the same time, but I know that Stephen King is horror. But it was like you said, like Green Mile, for example, definitely was one of my favorite movies that I've ever seen. So with that, like, what can you say was a learning moment for you with this film, or was there any like little fun facts that you learned from the directors while you were filming?
Well, actually, we have a lot of
Mhm,
great anecdotes in the
mhm,
film that we never heard before. I don't want to say too much of it because
oh.
then we will discover them in the film. But uh, I mean, as a filmmaker, when you are meeting those great legends, because when we speak about the directors that we got the chance to meet,
Mhm,
I mean, they are so great directors. They are huge, actually, and it's like having a masterclass every time you are chatting with one director. So they
Mhm.
have so many their points of view, their work. They are very passionate people, so they are talking about the process of
Mhm.
films, and it's always such a pleasure, and you learn so much things. So it's
Yeah.
a great experience. Yeah.
That's awesome. No, that's really cool. So with that as well, so you know what, we'll go into some of the fun stuff. You said you love The Green Mile. Is there another favorite Stephen King story that you really resonated with?
Oh, wow. There are so many. I mean, I think 1408, the movie was incredible in terms of
Mhm.
horror. I
Mhm.
thought it was really great, really well thought, really well directed. When we speak about the books, I really love Jumaki, uh,
Mhm.
which is less known, I would say, but I think it's a masterpiece.
Mhm.
Even when we talk about TV series, for example, The Stand, I really love that one. I loved Storm of the Century. I mean, there
Mhm.
are so many. It's
Mhm.
very difficult to pick one or two because they are incredible. I mean, really. And I
Yeah.
didn't want I didn't want to meet a director that I didn't love the work.
Mhm.
It was something that was very important for me. I didn't want to meet with one of the director if I didn't like what he did, the
Mhm.
he did. So we really sincerely loved the work of the
Mhm.
filmmakers we interviewed.
No, that's great. No, of course, you sound like a fan, which is amazing. Like it's always a big deal when you can actually take something that you love and bring it some new life to it and everything, and that's huge. So to add to that, if you had a chance to adapt one of his many stories, which one would you choose?
I think I would go with Jumaki
You
uh,
might. Okay.
because it hasn't been done already,
Hmm.
and it's a story that can be really scary
Hmm.
and really interesting, and really, I mean, the characters are so great in
Hmm.
the story, and the fact that it's not well known, I think it's something that could be interesting to go with. I mean, we see a
Hmm.
lot of movies that are remade these days.
Hmm.
For
Yeah.
example, Nicotero, they
Hmm.
are doing Christine. I mean, it's a lot of pressure.
Of course,
I
correct.
guess for the filmmakers who are redoing one of King's adaptation, it must be a crazy pressure.
Mhm. Got it. No, of course. Like, but that's awesome. That would be amazing if you get to do that and everything. It's one of those things everybody gets to wants to do, right? So, and again, being conscious on time. This film is being debuted at Fantastic Fest, correct? So that's really exciting. When can we expect this to be hitting theaters?
Well, I'm not sure about that
Mhm.
because it's Yellow Veil, which is
Mhm.
taking care of things for that part.
Oh,
So I know it will be broadcast in several festivals this
gotcha. Okay.
but I'm not sure about the exact release date for now. Yeah.
Understood. Okay, and I just got some notes saying that you guys are a sale title, so that no worries. But that's awesome. Honestly, again, this was a very insightful. I love watching this film. That's pretty much what I got, and I'm thank you so much for taking some time with us and everything. Best of luck for everything, and this was fun. Thank you so much for taking some time to speak with us.
Thank you so much for having me.
Of course. Thank you so much. All
Have a
right,
great
cool.
day.